At any time, remember, if you need to make an adjustment physically, just make it and then return back to stillness as soon as you can. The eyes are closed and remain closed if that's available. Of course, they can open at any time if needed. It's most important that you feel safe and secure. And then simply begin to bring your attention to your breath. And just noticing as well as feeling the movement of breath through the body. Staying connected to the felt sensations of each breath in and each breath out. And observing that natural pause that happens between each breath, that moment of stillness and silence. And we'll begin by practicing the Ujjayi breath or the ocean breath. And the sound of this breath is just like the sound that would happen if you held up a conch shell to your ear, and you can kind of hear that ocean sound through the conch shell. You're going to make that same sound in your body. And sometimes it can be helpful to start with the mouth open. So just begin by breathing in and out through the mouth, keeping the jaws relaxed, the shoulders relaxed, the chest and the abdomen relaxed. And now on your next exhaling breath, just begin to imagine as if you're fogging glass. And when you fog glass, you make that light constriction in the back of the throat. So you can even imagine that there's glass right in front of you. And on that exhale, you're fogging the glass with your breath. And tune in and feel that constriction in the back of the throat. And with each progressive exhalation, just lightly constrict the back of the throat to make that sound. And let your ears be captivated by that soft, ocean-like sound. And if it's available now, hold that constriction in the back of the throat as you inhale as well. Just try it out for a few breaths. And if you're able to, maintain it on the inhale as well as the exhale. There's always a learning curve when we're trying something new, so just be gentle and relaxed about the process. And if there's any struggle or strain, at any time you can release the constriction on the inhale or the exhale. So pranayama breathing techniques should be done in a relaxed way. There should be no struggle or strain. Now that you've practiced with the mouth open, see if you can maintain that slight constriction with the mouth closed and breathing in and out through the nostrils if they're clear. If at any time this creates struggle, you can always open the mouth again. Again, this is a practice, so just let yourself get comfortable with it in a progressive and natural way. And simply observe sound. And then silence during the pause between each breath. And how the sound emerges out of the silence. And then fades back into silence. Now, if you're comfortable with the Ujjayi breath, we're going to incorporate the three-part, the Durga pranayama breath technique. So if it's available, continue to maintain that slight constriction in the back of the throat. And on your next inhaling breath, draw the breath all the way down to the very bottom of the lungs, filling the lungs completely from the bottom, top. And just feel that, filling the lungs completely from the bottom to the top, as if you're filling a water bottle. And on the exhaling breaths, just feel that natural release from the top back down to the bottom. So as you feel this three-part breath, and you draw that inhalation in, each progressive inhale, you'll feel the breath being drawn all the way down to the bottom of the lungs, and you'll notice that the abdomen begins to expand first. Feel that. And then as you continue with each inhaling breath, you'll feel the lower ribs expand next. And then with each breath, you'll feel at the top of the breath, the upper ribs expand. Just begin to feel and look for this natural three-part expansion in the body as you fill the lungs completely from the bottom to the top on each inhale. And on each exhaling breath, feel the natural release, first in the upper ribs, then the lower ribs, and finally in the abdomen. So now we've combined the Ujjayi breath with the three-part breath. There's that slight constriction in the back of the throat if that's still available to you. There's a natural rise of expansion in the torso on the inhale and release on the exhale. Feel that. Feel the whole body relaxing with each progressive breath cycle. And notice the natural pause that arises in between the breaths. And simply allow yourself to relax there in that pause. Observing each progressive breath. You may continue with this breathing technique for as long as it feels appropriate.